Hello my PC students. Now in this video it's going to be, I want you just to work on finding the percent value for each test or assignment that you did. Now in this question I'm going to put the calculations all in one formula. That's what we want to do. So let's go to File and go to File, Open, Browse, and go to your classes drive, go to PC, and now go to Teaching Documents and go to the one called Fuzzy, Business English Fuzzy, and left double click. And first of all, let's go to Zoom. So go to View, go to Zoom, and once again put it up to 140. And click in cell A1, hold down your Shift key and click in about cell H23. All right, and go to Home and put on Calibri size 12. All right, Calibri size 12. That looks a lot better. And make sure you can see all of your assignments. Okay, now before we go any further, let's save this. So go File, Save As, go to Browse, go to your U drive, okay, and go to Print Com, and go to Excel, and now click in the file name box, press Home, put in your first name, and put in OCT. For me, October 1, but you put in the current date for you. All right, save it. So this time, here you have your 15%, the 20, the 40, the 25. You have your marks. But I've asked for the final mark to be in one formula. All right, so we're going to put in equals. We're going to open your parentheses and we're going to take your mark of 80 times 15% absolute. Now close your parentheses. I know you don't have to close your parentheses, but I want to make you to understand. Here's the calculation, 80 times 15%, and then you can say plus. And now the next one you have to calculate is 76, is your mark, times 20% absolute. Close your parentheses. That's your second grouping. Note the colors. Now plus, open your parentheses, and you want to take 58 times 40%, and it's got to be absolute. Close your parentheses. Again, note your colors. Plus, open your parentheses, and you want to take 75 times 25% absolute. So now you have calculated each mark individually, but all in one formula. Now press enter, and you got 69.2, exactly as you did before. So you grabbed your fill handle and you drag down, and you've got your marks. All right, we want to find the average mark. Okay, so average mark. Now this time we don't have to pick them out one at a time. We can use a grouping. So you're going to say equals average, open your parentheses, and you want to click, hold, and drag with the big white cursor. Click, hold, and drag. There's your 4 marks. What's your average? 72.25. All right, grab your fill handle and drag down. And remember what we said? We would use one decimal place. So I'm going to click in cell C9, and I'm going to come and click all the way here, and I'm going to say 1 decimal place. And there we got 1 decimal place on everything. All right, go Control S to save. The next thing, the highest mark on assignment 1. And you just did that, so you know equals max. Open your parentheses and highlight your marks and press enter. And your lowest mark, you just did that, equals min. Open your parentheses, and there's your minimum. Whoa, hold on here. There's your minimum mark. All right, press enter. And your average mark for each assignment equals average. Open your parentheses and select your marks. And there is your average, all in 1 decimal place. And then remember, we are going to drag it across, so that we have the highest, the lowest, the average, and everything is one decimal place. And that's how fast it is, and that's how easy it is. Not a hard thing to do. Okay, if I go control and my left single quote, you can see all your formulas all the way across. Now, before you print, remember, now we haven't done headers and footers, but you can do that later yourself. Hold down your shift key, and we want to click on the letter H, right? And now, vertical bar, double headed arrow, left double click, and make sure you can see the formula, the complete formula. Don't print your work if I can't see the complete formula. All right, well, we've got time. I can do the headers and footers with you here. So go to File, go to Print, and now take a look. We have 2 pages. This big formula is doing it. Remember, what do we want to do? Go to Page Setup, and we want to say Fit to 1 page. And let's see what percent we are at. Oh, we're at 67. You're 3% below. But you know what? We have to be really careful with paper. So I think I'll let you go at 67%. That's okay. All right, header, footer, custom header. And here we want to see the date and time. So I want to have the date here. And over here we want to have the sheet name. Remember, press enter, and we want to have page, spacebar OF, spacebar pages. So 1 of 2, 2 of 2. All right, this is good. And then we want to go to the custom footer, and we want to have path and file name, and over here we want a picture. All right, let's put in student marks and see what we get. Okay, so let's go down and have a look. I don't see any that I really like, so let's just go with this one. Alright, select it, and let's make it 40%. We don't know how large it's going to be, but we're going to go with 40. Alright, and say OK. And OK one more time. So now you see your name, date and time, the sheet, page 1 of 1, your path and file name, and you see the picture that we chose. All right, so you're ready to print there. If I had the right printer, and the same thing you have to check. Remember, right now you have to go to the color printer, so you choose the color printer. And it's ready to go. We'll stop there. Save your work. Go back here, save your work, just to make sure you've saved it. Okay, that's good. Stop.